Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. 我是 Red. Today we are looking at two Chinese sentences that look almost identical, but mean completely different things. Here they are. 他让我打了 and 他让我打了他. Same subject, same verb, same 让, but one little extra word at the end changes the entire meaning. In fact, it changes who is doing what to whom. One means he was beaten by me. The other means he let me beat him. Same action, hitting, but completely different relationships. So why does that one extra 他 make such a big difference? Today we're going to break it down with a lot of real-life examples so you will never confuse these two again. Before we jump into the lesson, if you find this video helpful and want to support me creating more content like this, I'd be super grateful if you'd consider buying me a coffee on Ko-fi. The link is in the description below. Every little bit helps me keep making these videos for you. Okay, now let's get into it. Now let's start with the most important thing you need to know. 让 has two completely different jobs in Chinese. Job 1, passive marker. In this job, 让 works just like 被. It marks a passive sentence. The person in front is the receiver of the action. For example, 他让人骗了. He was cheated by someone. Job 2, causative marker, meaning let, allow, or make. In this job, 让 means the subject allows or causes someone else to do something. For example, 他让我去, he let me go. Now look at our two sentences. 他让我打了. Here, 让 is doing job 1, passive. It means he was beaten by me. 他 is the receiver of the hitting. 他让我打了他. Here, 让 is doing job 2, causative. It means he let me beat him. 他 is the one who allowed the hitting to happen. Same 让, different job, and the clue is hiding in plain sight, right at the end of the sentence. Let's start with the first sentence. 他让我打了. The structure receiver plus 让 plus doer plus verb plus 了. In this sentence, 他 equals the receiver of the action, the one who got hit. 我 the doer of the action, the one who did the hitting. 让 passive marker, meaning by. 打了 equals the action completed. So the meaning is, he was beaten by me. This is a passive sentence. 他 is the victim. He didn't choose to get hit. He just received the action. More examples of passive 让 with different verbs. 我让老板骂了. 我让老板骂了. I was scolded by my boss. Receiver 我 doer 老板 verb 骂. 钱让他花光了. 钱让他花光了. The money was spent all by him. The receiver, money, 钱 doer, 他 verb, 花光 spent all. 书让他借走了. 书让他借走了. The book was borrowed by him. Receiver, 书 doer, him, 他 verb, 借走 borrowed away. 他让警察抓了. 他让警察抓了. He was arrested by the police. Receiver 他 doer 警察 verb 抓 arrested. So the key rule for passive 让, the verb has no object after it. Why? Because the receiver like 他钱书 is already at the front of the sentence. You don't need to repeat it. If you add an object after the verb, it's no longer passive. It becomes something else, and that brings us to our second sentence. Now the second sentence. 他让我打了他. The structure, subject plus 让 plus doer plus verb plus object. In this sentence, 他 as a front equals the subject the one who allows or lets something happen. 我 the doer, the one who performs the action. 让 causative marker, meaning let or allow. 打了 equals the action completed. 他 at the end equals the object, the one who receives the action. So the meaning is, he let me beat him. This is a causative sentence. 他 is not the victim. He is the one in control. He gave permission. So the crucial difference. In this sentence, the verb has an object after it. The second, 他, that object is the person who actually got hit. Without that object, the sentence becomes passive. Okay, now more examples of causative 让 with different verbs. 妈妈让我写作业。妈妈让我写作业。Mom made me do homework. Subject, 妈妈 doer, 我 verb phrase, 写作业 write homework. 老师让我回答问题。老师让我回答问题。The teacher asked me to answer the question. Subject, 老师 doer, 我 verb phrase, 回答问题 answer the question. 老板让我加班。老板让我加班。The boss made me work overtime. Subject, 老板 doer, 我 verb, 加班 work overtime. 他让我借了他的书。他让我借了他的书。He let me borrow his book. Subject, 他 doer, 我 verb phrase, 借了他的书 borrow his book. So the key rule for causative 让 the verb phrase must be complete. It needs an object, like 作业、问题、他的书, a complement like 去、来, or some other element to tell you what the action is and who or what it affects. Now let's put them side by side so you can really see the difference. The sentence, 他让我打了. The structure, receiver plus 让 plus doer plus verb plus 了. 让 here is passive, by. He was beaten by me. 他 at the front. 他让我打了他. Subject plus 让 plus doer plus verb plus object. The 让 is causative. Let. He let me beat him. 他 at the end. Now let's compare other verb pairs using the same pattern. With 骂 scold. 他让我骂了. He was scolded by me. Passive. 他让我骂了他. He let me scold him. Causative. With 批评 criticize. 他让老师批评了. He was criticized by the teacher. Passive. This is the standard reading. 他让老师批评了小明. He asked the teacher to criticize 小明. Causative. Now there is an object, 小明. With 借 borrow or lend. 书让他借走了. The book was borrowed by him. Passive. 书 is the receiver. 他让我借走了他的书. He let me borrow his book. Causative. Complete verb phrase. So the one-word clue, look at the end of the sentence. If the sentence ends with just a verb plus 了, no object after the verb, is passive. 让 means by. If the sentence has verb plus 了 plus object, and object after the verb is causative. 让 means let. That actual object at the end is not redundant. It's the key that unlocks the entire meaning of the sentence. Let's look at some real-life scenarios to see how these structures play out. Scenario 1, office. 我让经理骂了. I was scolded by the manager. Passive. I received the scolding. I'm the victim. 经理让我骂了那个同事. The manager let me scold that colleague. Causative. The manager gave permission. I did the scolding and the colleague received it. Scenario 2. Family. 钱让弟弟花光了. The money was spent all by my little brother. Passive. The money is the receiver. 弟弟让我花了他的钱. My little brother let me spend his money. Causative. My brother allowed it. Scenario 3. Classroom. 他让老师看见了. He was seen by the teacher. Passive. He's the one being seen. 他让老师看见了小明. He let the teacher see 小明. Causative. He allowed it. Notice how adding or removing that final object completely changes who is doing what to whom. Let me show you the most common mistakes I see students make. Mistake 1, using 他让我打了 when you mean he let me beat him. So the wrong one, 他让我打了, this is passive. It means he was beaten by me. The correct one, 他让我打了他, this is causative. It means he let me beat him. Mistake 2, forgetting the object in causative sentences. The wrong one, 他让我借, incomplete. He let me borrow what? The right one, 他让我借了他的书, complete. He let me borrow his book. Mistake 3, thinking passive 让 and causative 让 are interchangeable. They are not interchangeable. They have different structures and different meanings. You cannot just swap them. So my advice for learners, use 被 for passive when you're writing or taking exams. It's always correct and clear. Use 让 for passive only in casual conversation when you're comfortable with the structure. Use 让 for let or allow. Whenever you want, just make sure you have a complete verb phrase with an object or complement. Here is a final cheat sheet. If you need, please feel free to take a screenshot. So the bottom line, no object after the verb, passive 让 equals by. The person at the front is the victim. Object after the verb, causative 让 equals let. The person at the front is the one who allowed it. One simple test. Ask yourself, who received the action? If the answer is the person at the front of the sentence, it's passive. If the answer is the person at the end of the sentence, it's causative. So next time you see a sentence with 让, stop and look at the end. Is there an object after the verb? That one little word will tell you everything. 他让我打了, he was beaten by me. 他让我打了他, he let me beat him. Two completely different meanings. One little word makes all the difference. Okay, if this cleared things up, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you really enjoyed it, don't forget, my coffee link is in the description. Every coffee helps me make more lessons just like this. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. 再见。